Well, hello everyone. How are you doing? I'm good too. Thank you. Thank you for asking. You didn't ask, but I just figured you would. If you could, you would. All right, this is going to be a short show. I'm going to be doing probably regular short snippets as I discover that the LNC cannot live by the standards they set for themselves. Now, I'm not normally one to nitpick on people. Not that this particular one isn't a nitpick. Actually, this one's pretty bad. This one's pretty bad. But when you presume to hypocritically judge somebody, well, don't be surprised, little dumplings, if they expect you to live by your own standards. Senator Epke, I do hope there is a censure motion coming after this program, because you wouldn't want to be seen like you just targeted me now, would you? You wouldn't want that, would you? Because I didn't respect your authority. So again, this will be short, but sweet. Maybe not so sweet, but short. Tonight, though, we are going to be speaking with Angela McArdle, and that's going to be much more enjoyable. We've got a full plate to discuss. But before we get to that, I want to whore myself out a little bit. So there is my Patreon. I believe Speaker of the Ducks is a Canadian anarchist, if I'm remembering correctly, interacting with comments for the viewing audience who doesn't see that. So there is my Patreon. I just uploaded a new installment, I guess it will be, of Radicals for Capitalism, Chapter 2. I'm almost done with Chapter 3. We'll be recording that soon. And I'm going to have a nice bonus for you guys. I'm actually going to do a separate little teaser on this bonus, but I'll let you know here. I'll let you in on a little secret. For those of you who didn't know, I have authored 2 chapters in the upcoming 50th anniversary edition, which is a compilation of works of various libertarian authors, of John Hosper's Libertarianism, A New Political Philosophy for Tomorrow. And I have 2 chapters in it. One of them is and they're short. To call them chapters is way too generous. 2 essays, let's put it that way. One of the essays is on abortion, which I just know libertarians love to argue about. So I have the advance of it. The book doesn't come out until, I think, October 20th. 3 days after the date of my appeal, by the way, the hearing at least for my appeal, which is my birthday weekend, which is a real miserable way to spend my birthday weekend. But I'm going to put up a copy of this essay on my Patreon. So I think maybe that will get you guys to join up if you want to read, because I've been, big surprise, a bit polarizing on abortion. But this essay I think will just piss everybody off, which is great. So I'm not just pissing off one side or another, but actually I'm quite proud of it. So I will be putting that up on my Patreon, and we'll be encouraging you guys to please purchase a copy of this book. I do have another essay in it, and it's funny, right as this was coming out, the LNC was removing me, because removing prominent libertarians is always a good look for the Libertarian Party, because we can't seem to appeal to libertarians. In any event, so there's my Patreon. Hopefully that will entice you. There's also the private Discord server and my undying thanks, and you will get a signed postcard from me if that means anything, if you give me your address at the time you sign up. I am about $20 away a month, so it's in the monthly subscriptions, from hitting my September Patreon goal. If you enjoy this content, which has been pretty close to daily, and today you're going to get multiple episodes, maybe even 3, short. The Angela one will be long, but the other ones will be short. And good length patron only book things. I would really appreciate you becoming a patron. And also in the low bar are other ways that you can support the show, including a body harness that I really need for my documentary that I'm working on. All right, let's get this off the screen. And Duck Speaker, I'm hoping to go to PorcFest 2022, but so far it doesn't look like it, because it is ramping up for convention Reno, where I'm either running for re-election or reinstatement, depending upon what happens with my appeal. And yo, Kareem, how you doing? So let me do my quick little intro here. Again, I don't typically make a habit of putting people's names in my titles. I do when they don't live by their principles, which they presumed to fuck over my life work with, okay? I worked hard to get into the position I got in. And those 11 butthurt people on the LNC just thought that they could, with impunity, just try to ruin somebody's political life at least. You know, there are consequences to doing things. And part of those consequences include increased scrutiny upon yourself to make sure you're living up to your own principles. You know, people just think they can just fuck people over. And nothing ever happens.